G'day, it's Jamie, and welcome to Where's My Yowie. Today, I'm reading a couple of old newspaper articles about a sea serpent sighting in the River Derwent, Tasmania, in 1934. So we'll get into it. This was published in Hobart's The Mercury on Monday, the 10th of September, 1934, titled Monster in the Derwent. Head like a serpent. Picnic party disturbed. A monster possessing a head like a serpent and a broad arched body, probably 8 feet in length, was the description given a creature which caused a stir among a party of persons who were making preparations to enjoy a picnic tea on the banks of the Derwent River on the Salmon Ponds Road, about 2 miles from New Norfolk, yesterday afternoon. The strange object was seen floating down the stream 40 yards from shore, with its head out of the water and opening and closing its wide mouth at regular intervals. One of the members of the party was fishing from the shore, almost opposite the turn-off to Glenfern, when a companion who was walking along the Salmon Ponds Road directed his attention to the object, which appeared to be bobbing up and down in the fairly fast-running stream about 40 yards from shore. At the time, it was slightly upstream from the two men, and as it passed downstream opposite them, it opened its mouth at a wide angle and showing rows of teeth which would have done credit to a big shark. It seemed that the strange creature was feeling the effects of the freshness in the water, and the men on shore, who were joined by another man and 3 women, expected every minute to see it give up the struggle. Followed downstream. The members of the party walked along the road watching the creature floating downstream. It was hoped that by the time it reached the bend in the river, about 300 yards from the spot where it was first seen, it would float close into the edge. While it was drifting downstream, it was continually opening and closing its jaws, and those on the shore were amazed that such a creature could live in fresh water. After walking along the road for approximately 200 yards, the party was astounded to see the head slowly disappear and a broad arched back protrude above the surface. For an instant it struggled, as though to get its bulky body underwater, and when finally its back was well covered, a large fin on the end of a seemingly pointed tail rose out of the water and disappeared. 2 members of the party remained in the locality for about 2 hours, and although a close watch was kept on the stretch of the river above and below the place where the creature disappeared, it was not seen again. There was much speculation among the members of the party as to the identity of the strange object, and while one man stated that the head was very much like that of an outsized Murray cod, he could not account for the unusual arched back and slender tail. The end. Okay, so this final article was also published in Hobart's The Mercury on Tuesday, the 11th of September, 1934, titled Derwent Monster, Not Yet Located, Probably Congaree. Although persons living along the stretch of the river near Atherfield Estate on the Salmon Ponds, now Norfolk Road, about 2 miles from New Norfolk Township, kept a sharp lookout at intervals yesterday, nothing was seen of the strange creature which was observed floating down the river by members of a picnic party on Sunday afternoon. Some of the members of the party who saw it were inclined to favour suggestion that it was a large-sized conger eel, which had made its way from the sea. But the unusual feature associated with its appearance was that it floated downstream a distance of 150 yards with its large serpent-shaped head above the water. The appearance of the visitor recalls the capture early in January last of a sea lion in the Derwent, about a mile below New Norfolk, and it is thought probable that, owing to the low state of the river following that very dry season, some other sea specimen has weighed its way up the stream the end. That's pretty interesting. I don't know what they're saying, whether it's a seal or an eel or something like that, but it had a serpent-shaped head, they kept saying, and it was constantly opening and closing its jaws, and they reckoned its teeth would make a shark proud. And then when it finally went onto the surface, they said its back was well covered with a large fin on the end and a seemingly pointed tail, which makes me wonder, what on earth are they seeing? Yeah, but they said it had a large serpent-shaped head, so whether it was a seal or a conger eel or something else, a sea serpent, I don't know, but I would have loved to have seen it. Okay, that's it from me. I'll get back to you all next time. Bye.